G'day gamers, welcome to New by Design. Gonna be doing a video here on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm gonna show you guys how to easily farm polar bear furs. Alright gamers, so for this to work, you're actually gonna have to go over to Rugafulga here, and you're actually specifically gonna go to this mountaintop or this fast travel here. Once you travel to the fast travel, you can see that it's the summit here. Then we're actually gonna go through a process that'll be repeated a couple times, but I've set a timer at the bottom so that you guys can see about how long it takes each time. You see that the stone angles downward, and that's the path that you're going to take. Try to follow this exact path that I'm running here, and the reason for that is it will minimize the amount of health that you lose as you go down the mountain while still being very quick. Specifically, pay attention to this one here. You go into this little corner and jump at that angle. It'll cause you to land on that small section, and that saves you probably, well, for one, it'll probably save you from dying, but also it only ends up taking about half your health. You can see we've got down the entire mountain here, and we've lost about 2/3 of our health, and using one ration will pretty much top us right up. So again, we're playing normal speed here because that's really the only way that I can actually get my timer to be accurate on it. And what you're going to see is this entire path, every single time you do this, is going to take about 3 minutes. I think it's 181 seconds, which is 3 minutes and 1 second. We're running over in this exact route over here because over here there are 4 polar bear spawns. Each one of those pair of polar bear spawns can actually drop a polar bear fur, but it's fairly rare for all of them to drop it. I think I averaged 1 or 2 of them. Probably 2 is the average each time. Sometimes you'll get up to 4. I actually have got up to 4 at one point in time, but for the majority of the times you'll get like 1 or 2 of them. And that's just how it'll kind of work out. You can see I use the ability Mark of Death there. I do have that ability set at level, or I have the level 2 version of it unlocked. So it's a really good ability to do damage to not only all the polar bears, but significant damage to one. You saw one drop pretty much instantaneously. I'm also using a one-handed axe and a two-handed axe to do damage. Not for any specific reason, aside from the fact that it seems to be my highest damage weapon. You saw I got 1 polar bear fur there. This one actually I don't believe was that great, but we're actually going to run through it a couple times just because, again, I want to show you the most important part about this is how to get them to respawn, and I'll talk about that as soon as we end up getting this one killed and we loot everything here. You'll find that a lot of these bears can be pretty challenging to actually kill. Their swipes do a lot of damage, so make sure you have maximum amount of rations. The good thing about it is a lot of times they'll drop rations so that you can recover your health as well. So you can see that run there. We got 2 polar bear furs, which is, again, it's about the average here. We'll go ahead and loot this one here, and now we'll talk about what you guys have to do to get it to respawn. So you have to go to Rugafulga. Basically, that's going to be the closest respawn. Again, we've got the timer still going here. You're going to go outside of the region. If you were to spawn or fast travel back to the same mountaintop there, it would not respawn the bears. You have to get outside of the region. It doesn't really matter which fast travel you go to, as long as it's outside the region, and that will cause the bears to respawn immediately. So we're going to go back to the same point there that we started at. You can see we're almost at the 181 seconds, and again, that I just wanted to show you guys what you guys can do in a solid 3 minutes. So start to finish, warping out, warping back in, and then doing the kills, running all the way down the mountain is going to take you about that long. From now on, I'm actually going to do it about 3 more times just to show you guys the average. I'm going to do speed play for the path down just because I've already showed you guys the path down. And again, try to pay attention to doing this path because it'll save you taking a significant amount of damage. Now that we've got it to the bears again, we're going to go through it here, and that's pretty much going to be where I end this Talking Gamers. Alright, so it's going to play through one more time. We'll go through the loop again, and you guys can kind of get an idea of how much these skins are going to drop for you. If this video helped you guys out at all, I sure would appreciate if you guys would go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys are struggling with farming anything else in the game, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments below with what item you're still looking for. I'll find a farming route for it and post that video as well. Alright gamers, thanks for watching.